Hey everybody, and Happy New Year! It is 2020 right now, January 1st. I wanted to make my first video of the new year and just show you guys what's been going on with the garden. As you can see, there's still little trace remnants of snow patches here and there from Christmas, but everything is thawed out on the garden beds, so perfect opportunity to walk around and show you what's here, what survived the cold, and what didn't survive, what didn't do well. So here's my row of garlic. Um, these are your regular store-bought garlic. In fact, I got these from the grocery store. These ones aren't going to get very big, just your average small garlic size. They did really well in the cold. And then my onions. I have a row of onions right here. And all my onions did really well. There's some things that didn't do good, but so far these ones did great. I've noticed that everything else that I've planted, as far as like the collards and the broccoli and cabbage and cauliflower, my turnip greens, all those things, I just planted them too late in the fall. It started getting cold, and so they didn't germinate, or they started to grow and then died because of the weather that we've been having. So that was a lesson, and that was unfortunate, but I knew there was a chance that stuff wouldn't grow the way I had intended for it to grow, but it's fine. I think I had chard next to these onions right here, and you see that didn't even come up. They started coming out, and then I think it just got too cold. So, and then my elephant garlic right here, a lot of them started to pop out even more so when it got cold. So I almost have a complete 100% germination on those elephant garlic. I can't wait because they're going to get huge. And I can't wait for that. I'm looking forward to it. Spinach was in this container. Never did anything. I don't know what it is about spinach that I just don't seem to be the person to grow spinach, because my spinach, I'm not had any success with it. So as you can see, I have some broccoli. That's broccoli that's come up, and it's been struggling. Even though it still came up and it was cold, it's still struggling. And then this row right here was supposed to be more broccoli, but I think before those could come up, the bugs got to it, I guess, because I saw little nubs. So the seedling popped out, and whatever it was ate the little leaves, the little first leaves, and left just the stem. And so yeah, that's happened quite often. I don't know. I have my guess of who the culprit is, but when I figure it out for sure, because I'm not for sure, when I figure it out for sure, then I'll let you know. These are my red Russian kale. My peas, they got a rebound because they went through a lot recent, but they're still there. They're still growing, at least. And then, okay, so my lemon, last year I brought it in the house, overwintered it in the house. And this time I was like, no, I'm not going to take it in. Let's see what happens. And so far it's holding up pretty good. It's doing pretty well. And then cilantro in both these buckets here. that tomato was long gone. The first time we had the snow, it was just like, I'm through. So, what else? Let's see, what's over here? Oh, there's still snow on these. There's still some ice here. But, this is the bed that I'm trying to get prepared for spring. So we'll see how that goes. I have carrots over here. I don't really show you guys the carrots over here that often. The seedlings are popping out and looking good. The snow didn't do anything to it. So, let's see. My peach trees are all naked now. What is that? Oh, that's a bud of some sort. Those are buds. Wait a minute. Why would it have buds on it already? We're still going through all the cold. Oh, okay. Maybe it's just old. Maybe those are just old. Yeah, okay. I was about to say, I know it shouldn't be budding out yet. These peach trees like to bud early, but that's way too early. Well, these beets are alive. They just don't look all that great. I gotta get everything cleaned up and ready to go. Over here, I didn't get to this bed yet, obviously, because it looks horrible. It looks horrible. My strawberries. I'm rethinking this whole shelf right here. I'm rethinking it. Thinking about putting my strawberries somewhere else and taking that down and just using that garden space to grow something. I have not done this bed yet either, as you can see, and I still have carrots growing in here. And even though it's been cold, the carrots are just fine. In fact, from what I've read, these carrots should be really sweet and tasty. So I'm gonna have a good time pulling these out and using them in something. Maybe I'll make a pot roast or something and use them. But yeah, is that an onion? Oh, that's an onion. Okay, I didn't know that onion was there. I thought I picked all the onions out of here. Okay. Hey, anytime I find a stray onion, a volunteer onion, or I'm happy. I love onions. Love onions. In fact, one year I'm gonna grow several different kinds of onion so I can see which ones are sweet and just taste all the different ones. So leeks are doing fine. And wouldn't you know it, dang catnip. Catnip is back. Better than ever. I pulled it out for the second time. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to just smother it out completely. That was my plan, my goal. I just hadn't gotten around to it. But dang catnip. And the cat don't even like it. I got a new kitty now. His name is Sunny. And he's a little Maine Coon kitten. And Tiger has now accepted the fact that he's not leaving, that he's gonna be here. So he decided to start getting along with him. But maybe Sunny will like catnip. I don't know, because Tiger wouldn't bother himself. That's why I planted it in the first place, was for Tiger. Okay. And then, of course, my apple trees. My fig is still doing good, even though I didn't take it in. It's still alive. My mulberry, I didn't take it in. It's still alive. It survived the snow. It's actually growing some new leaves after it dropped all its old leaves because of the cold. My hibiscus right here is still alive. And it'll sprout some more leaves and stuff. And the same thing with this fig. It'll sprout some more leaves. It's just dormant, I guess, because I left it out in the cold. But that's about it for the garden on this side. Just before we had the snow, I planted radishes in this bucket and in this bucket right here. And, well, you can see none of them popped up because I guess it was just too cold. We were in the 20s, mid-20s for a long time, just consistently for a couple of weeks. So, yeah. Okay, so now I wanted to share with you something else. Okay, so you guys remember that really nice canopy that I had set up, that I got for free? I set up and had my little table and my swing set under it and waterfall fountain. Yeah, well, the snow, as you saw in my previous video, the snow killed it, collapsed it. So what I put in its place that I've been working on because I'm itching to get started is this. It's a little greenhouse that I was given. My dad gave me that canopy too. He also gave me this. I just didn't have it set up because I didn't have no place for it. And so, well, now I guess I have some space. I still have to finish cleaning up around it and getting all these leaves done away with and everything from the weather we had. Look at all this mess over here. You know, usually people just just go right by it and don't show that stuff, but I got a mess back here. And I'm working on it. I'll have it together for spring. I know that for sure. But yeah, this little greenhouse, it's cool. I don't think it's not like a perfect greenhouse because it's not airtight or anything. It has way too many openings. I have a heat lamp I'm going to put in here and stuff, but we'll see. I'm only going to try and grow some more broccoli and cauliflower and stuff. Still remnants of snow. I'm only going to try and grow those things, the things that can take cold in there, and then see how those do. And if it does well, then, you know, as it gets closer to spring, then I'll start some of my other seeds. Because I have all those tomatoes. So I got to figure out where I'm going to put all those tomatoes. I have an idea of what I want to do in order to expand my growing space. But I'm not going to reveal that just yet. Not until I get started on it anyway. But here's all my potatoes. Look, I put this together and never put anything in it. Still haven't put anything in it yet. I wanted to put sweet potatoes, but the season is not right for sweet potatoes. So, I guess I'm just waiting. I covered over all these potatoes and they did good during the snow. And even in the snow. And then the frost that happened after the snow, well, as you can see, my potatoes are kaput. But I was told that since they're a root vegetable, that they will rebound. So I'm going to keep watching them. And as the weather changes and things like that, then we'll see what happens. There's no activity in this potato bed right here. But maybe just right now it's just not the time for them. You know, nature knows when it's a good time for stuff. It's us who messes it up. Oh, I wanted to show you this. This over here is that canopy. My husband and my sons tore it down for me. And so now we're going to have to make a trip to the dump and throw this out. So yeah, there's some things that we want to get done. I'm really itching to get done before spring gets here. And that is, we want to replace this gate right here. this wall. It's not even effective. You can push on it and it'll rock, and you can almost push it over just by touching it. We want to get that replaced and get a wrought iron fence put in. And then all of this space right in here, all of this would become, we get all that cleared out and get some concrete poured, and that way we could use this as an extra parking area for my husband to work on his cars, because he's a car guy. So, yeah. But I wanted to get all this rocks and stuff dug up and out of this yard so I can plant some grass all along this walkway right here. I want to put grass, and so I need to hire somebody to come out and dig all this up, because I tried digging some of it out and it broke my back. I'm like, okay, I'm not as young. I'm still young, but I'm not that young where I'm gonna go out here and just break my body to do everything. No, thank you. I'll pay somebody to come out and do it. And the thing is, I don't even know if it's worth having a big machine, because it can't fit through that gate. That's why we have to get that gate changed, so that we'll be able to fit a larger machine back here to level everything and dig out all this extra dirt and stuff just to make this better. I was getting a little bit closer to getting my pond done. It might be another year before I can actually get it done. But hey, it'll look nice once it's in. And once I have the gazebo out here amongst where these trees are right here, it's gonna look nice in a little stream. I think it's gonna look really, really good. But anyways, you guys, I just wanted to show you what the state of my yard, my garden is in right now, and over the course of time you'll see it progressively getting better. As we get closer to spring, you'll see a lot of the changes and improvements that I make back here. And then you'll see some of the things that I just, keep dreaming about. It's just going to take a while. So, that's one thing that I have to do this new year, is just be a little more patient. Not everything happens instantly, and not everything happens according to the plan that we have set for ourselves. There is a master plan that's at hand, and so, whatever God says is going to happen, and the timing for it, then that's when it is. And if not, then it's not. Usually the first of the year, we make all kinds of resolutions. Well, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to stop drinking, I'm going to stop smoking, I'm going to stop eating sweets, I'm going to this and that, whatever. And, I'm not going to really resolve to do anything in particular for myself. But this year, I think I want to just reach out and do more, even more than I did last year for others. It's important that, people tell you, oh, well, you got to treat yourself right, and you got to take care of yourself. And they're right. You do have to take care of yourself. But what's the point of having yourself if there's no others around you? So my goal this year is to just take care of those around me. Try and be less selfish, more humble. Try and be more helpful. Try and be more positive and encouraging. And just try and love as many people as I can. And I know that sounds like a beauty pageant answer, right? Yeah, well, my hope is for peace and goodwill for everybody. But no, I'm really sincere about that. I think we need more people loving each other than all the negativity that I see around me. So, if that's something that appeals to you and sounds good to you and you want to do the same, then please join me in it. Let's be positive this year. Let's speak life and love to people. Let's encourage each other and spur each other on to doing better than what we did this last year. So anyways, you guys, now I'm just rambling. That was all I wanted to show you today. I got to get back in here and finish cooking. For the new year, I'm making some greens and black-eyed peas and gumbo and cornbread. And so I just took a break so I could come out here and share and say Happy New Year to you. And now I'm about to go in here and finish cooking so I can eat. So anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. There's still a lot more that I want to do to this place, as I spoke about. Leave me a comment. I love to hear feedback from you and to get to know you. And as always, you guys, God bless.